You know what? If you're on the YouTube side of things, I'm sorry. I'm just get off the disc. The discs are so loud for me. And I was trying to be like, oh, it'll be fun if I make the intro a disc thing real quick. It's very loud, and I forgot in the new thing, it now pauses the music when you open the menu and stuff, and you can look at what music is playing and so on and so forth. So I keep trying to pause it to turn it down, but it just cuts the music. I'm like, oh, it's so obvious. Oh, I don't even have captions on. Because I didn't think I was starting. Testing, testing. I mean, I knew I was starting, but like, I didn't think I was gonna exist yet. I put it to like 13. I see. 13's a good number. Okay, that'll do. Okay, but just, shh. You didn't see me. Or that could just turn off the volume. I was gonna slowly turn it down. Forgot. I can't do that anymore. No. I'm lost in the settings right now. Wait, you know, let me just set everything up. Bring you here with me. Okay? There's also the one fun thing about this build, I will add. Other than the fact that, you know, I feel like this is the most cohesive big thing I've ever done. Even though it is barely finished or anything. But the ability to play with nature has been enjoyable. But, let's see if I'm just so scared that any of this when I upload to YouTube is gonna copyright me horrifically. But you gotta listen to the new discs. Maybe you don't exactly have to. Also, I realized I'm still in my gesture skin. That'll just. Why is my camera over here? Forgive me for a noise. Okay. When I pushed it too far that way. Okay, let me turn down my computer noise in general. Where there's no voice chat, there's no nothing. This is just single player, creative world Minecraft. Oh, but what I was confused with is that I wanted to turn it down and I saw other settings at the bottom. Toast. What? I don't know why it's called toast, but sure. Oh, frequent, constant, oh. That's good! Oh, forget about whatever I was gonna have on in the background. I had on a video that was gonna have constant Minecraft music. Okay. Constant Minecraft music. That's what I want. Where it's just, it's going through. We don't need silence, just let it keep going. I have it off currently, because it has messed with stuff. Oh, and that's what the toast thing is, where the corner tells you what it is. That's what's gonna go on about what I love about having this. Is, getting to play with new features, okay? I'm sorry. Let me just first state off. I am so tired. I was in the middle of drawing something and went, wait, it's Wednesday. I gotta do something. And I've been doing a lot of begonia, so I'm like, you know what? We can let that rest. I'm not sure. When I'm not the most awake, Phasmophobia and Dead by Daylight both felt like they would be not very good choices for me. I screamed so much the last time I played Dead by Daylight while just not conscious enough. Okay, there's a lot going on there. We got Minecraft music now, it's okay. And turn it up. I'm so sorry for the freaking sound thing. This might be alright. Hopefully you can hear it. I'll say the one issue about this build now is that maybe it's just right now, because once again, I'm playing Begonia, so I'm very used to the being in survival and playing thing, is that I so badly want to play survival. It's like, I can never get myself to start a single player survival world, because I don't know. I don't have a goal, I guess. Unless I choose to try to do this again, something like this, but in survival, I think I would lose my mind. I think it'd be fun to do. I mean, in this case, we have it somewhat started on. And even tiny things I want to tweak about this, I could do there, and so on and so forth. So this is meant to be what we ignore that there's nothing on this side. You're never gonna see it from over there, alright? You're never gonna see it. This castle's gonna go out and it's gonna spread. And you ain't gonna know nothing. I will say, I bet you, I had a long list of things I wanted to do. Yeah, I wanted to turn these to look like this. And then I never did that. This mountain needed to be gone. I got processed in doing that. This tower, meant to look like that tower, didn't get to it. This ground needing to be dug down lower so that way I can do this. Make this go deeper and make the rocks look better like it does in the game. Didn't get to it. I think I want them to get down to here maybe. I'm assuming. I'm not exactly sure what depth I wanted it to reach. But still. So many things. I bet you had a book. I had a book once, yeah. Oh, it's just... Yeah, that was just tower measurements. Okay, let me explain my thought process here. You know, I'm gonna keep mining this out, okay? The thought that I'll ever get to here, I'm not sure. But... if it doesn't lag out so much. It'll give me something to do while I'm trying to think, and I feel like I'm being, progressive and helping my build along in some way. Okay, I need to remember I can hold down the click button. It was mining out, I don't know if it was this, I think it was when flattening this area over here that I broke my last mouse. Actually, now I think about it, I'm like all over the place, I'm trying to think, because I'm like, I'm just jumping in, and I went, man, it's been a second. And because it's been a second, just in case, let's take a moment and look back in again. Because another thing is that I think I fear that my quality of build was getting worse as I went on. Because I was like forcing myself to keep going because I'm like, oh, I gotta keep doing this. But I wasn't necessarily. So now we've had a moment. We've had the refresh. I know in 2 weeks I'm gonna have to take a pause from streaming again. Just a warning in general. In like 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks from now. You get one. There's this Wednesday. You'll get next Wednesday. The Wednesday after that. Gone. You won't see me. I'll be gone. Yeah. But, well, I think oh yeah. Just wanted to look around a little bit. Because I will say, I'm still proud of myself for this. You know, I'll even go in third person. That's one of my favorite things, is it felt so small when I'm flying around, but once you're physically there, of course, the plan for this is for it to be even deeper than it is, but I'm like, the scale, alright? All of this is so much bigger. Oh, I am in the void. Okay, let's get out of here. I feel like it can be even more big. I mean, okay, I'm stuck under here. Okay. Don't trust me in third person. It can't be done. All right. But I'm just like, I look at these and they feel squished, you know? I think that was the thing I did by accident. These towers might have been shorter than they needed to be for perfect, like, character to scale, but they're still pretty big towers when you, like, look at him from the ground level. Like, you can't look all the way up there from down here, you know? Feels impressive. And don't be surprised if the towers on the Begonia server of Kitty's Castle look vaguely like this. At least shape-wise, maybe. Like, that's one of my favorite things about this project, is that I'm taking inspiration by looking at the way towers and walls even, especially walls, the way certain things look in there, and trying to build basing off that, because I like building based off pictures and drawings and game renders and stuff. I don't like building based off existing Minecraft builds, because then I'm just gonna feel like I'm copying something, which is perfectly fine for anyone else who does. But me personally, I'm like, I want to feel like I'm working my brain, you know? I want my brain to feel like it's working overtime. Maybe not overtime, but it will be. It will be working overtime. Also, I don't know if it's any better. I messed with this tree some more because I remember it was in a state. Certainly, it was in a state the last time I worked on it. Because the way the tree looks in game, it is very frazzled. It has not a lot of leaves. They're kind of just in that direction. It's all just angled up. I'm like, fine, that's close enough. If I remember right, this might need to go. Yeah, because this is going to extend. The fountain will be in the center somewhere here. You can somewhat see on this, if I can open this. In this area, if my mouse shows, we have the fountain. Let me get this closer to an angle. We're looking at here. I don't know how to explain how the scaling is done here. You know, it's a different camera, and I don't know what's going on, if I'm honest. Maybe it won't look like as extreme. Sorry. Of a size difference when I have the walls in, because then it won't feel as open and whatnot, whatever. There's a reason why when I make my Begonia videos, I'm like, you know what? I could edit these down someday to make videos out of them, like cut down edited videos on like the Ego channel and put that over there. I don't know if I can do that with these with these streams where I do this, because I feel like I'm certainly all over the place on Begonia, but that's funny, that's entertaining, there's stuff going on. When I do it on here, you don't get a time to process anything, I fear. I fear you're either processing nothing, or I'm showing the same thing 5 times, and you'll never get to know anything else. But maybe I'm thinking too hard. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. You think too hard. So anyways, my initial thought. Survival, creative, whatnot. Thought process. I get on here. I see how there's new stuff, you know. I don't even know where the happy ghast is. I know where the happy ghast is, but I don't know where the ghastling is. It's not under natural blocks, is it? Because I don't think he's natural. He's not a natural little guy. Oh, he is. Dreadghast. Which... Oh, he crumbles. I remember, like, why do I have this over here? Was there just a bone pile? Because one of the things I think about, I'm like, man, maybe I can put the Dreadghast there, you know? If that fits that thing better. Night boss, hello? Hello! Welcome, welcome. If that bone pile fits that better, then that's what I'll do. But I can't, leave the happy ghast its own spot. I know that. Where is the bridge? I said, I know I got screenshots of the bridge. Is that literally it that my brain was looking at? I went, yeah, I need to do something like that. So maybe this is probably fine on its own for a bone pile. I don't think we need to put Dreadghast there for that detailing. How are you? I'm doing fine. I'm tired. And I might just only yap. But hopefully I'll find a spot. I know I have like 4 different things I can do. I'm probably just gonna work on the tower over there next. But I'm just trying to look back at this again and be like, where were we? What was I doing? Let's get on it. So, What was my thought? Oh yeah. So I was saying, I get on this, creative, whatever. The fun of getting, speak of happy guest, I feel like I keep saying the same thing, but I don't think I ever finished my thought. So forgive me if I keep repeating. I'm trying to, it's like starting an engine. It's just, it just keeps going. I keep getting to the start and I just don't finish it. Maybe I'll just stop. I'll give myself a few seconds. Okay, you know, we need an interlude, actually. We already listened to it, but I'm gonna let you listen to it again while I take a second and organize my thoughts. Okay, I'm gonna take a second and we're gonna think about it, alright? Okay. So, a thing I like about this world is that it's vanilla, and that's it. No mods, no nothing. And that means every time there's a new update, there's a new drop, this world is up to date for it. If I did ever add a mod, it'd have to be the Zoom mod or something. I feel like I could probably work with like very simple ones that probably update very quickly. Because it's just hey, if new things happen and there's new blocks that are convenient, like how I have these leaf piles and the wildflowers and stuff all over the place that I've used here. I think I took advantage of the buttons. Because I think did I begin this before the... What do you call the forest without the colors? I forget what it's called. What is it? The Pale Forest. It might just be Pale Forest. I don't remember. I think I started this build before the Pale Forest exists. I'm not sure. I know especially before Leaf Litter existed, because then I got it and I went, oh, I can transition with that. We don't talk about the transition state right now. It's a process of when I get burnt out on building buildings, I come over on this side and work on the nature that just extends. Replay mod would be good too if you want to make a video out of this. It would, but I don't want to. Especially because I would have no recording, or at least no proper time-lapse or anything, of how we got this far. I feel like that would have been so fun for, like, the cave, for instance, or something like that. I'll keep these in mind for, once again, I keep thinking about, like, what if I did a survival world? Because I like the idea of being in survival and getting to use tricks for surviving, of course, and things of the sort. Using the good old vanilla tactics I know. Because the amount of times on the frickin' Begonia server, or even as far as the Catastrophe, where I'm like, oh, you can do this trick and this stuff for building. Oh, you want a cool fence? I guess they didn't exist at the time, but like, the gates like this. Oh, wait, there's a whole other area I did somewhere with lecterns. I don't remember. Things like putting frickin' smokers and facing the other direction to work as like a stone little detail thingamabobber. And it's like, oh yeah, but actually the server's modded and we have a literal block for that. We have a block that is that. And it's like, oh man. Like, using the current Begonia mod, if I wanted a pile of bones, I could let my character die and just keep a single seed in the grave, and if I wait long enough, it'll be a skeleton on the ground. You know? There's so many easy things. There's so many extra blocks. But I like the challenge. Maybe that's the same reason I like to use, for instance, a physical game or drawings to build stuff. Like, because if I build based off Minecraft, then it's I already know what blocks to use and so on. If I'm using a build like this, suddenly it's like, oh, how do you get those colors? How do you decide where nature moves and all those things? There's trees I need to put here. We're not going to think about the trees. If there's one thing I'm not gonna do today, it's trees, okay? I'm gonna refuse, alright? I am refusing the trees. They don't exist starting now. So let me collect some of these things. I'm trying to remember what I was doing last. It's been a second. At first, I could just whip out these towers like no deal, because I'd make them, and it's the wrong size or wrong height, tear it down, build it again. I had the whole situation where I had to rebuild this tower, and the wall connecting them, so I could put them to the side by like 5 blocks, so this could be the right distance in between them. I built these towers so many times, you think it would be in my bloodstream. Maybe I'll pick it up again when I start building this, but off the top of my head, I don't remember. I don't. But I'm sure I can figure it out. Okay, I think I set this here. Yeah, that's how I made sure I remembered. I'm like, is this the right top? Yeah, that's the top to do there, the stair. And that stair showing where these would begin. Here, yeah, there's the stairs there, and so. Yeah, I'm like, maybe it would even be more enjoyable for the grind, for instance, of removing all of this slowly. There's a difference between being in creative and being like, yep, time to hold down my button and do this again, versus in survival where it's like, yeah, you do this, but then your tools break, and now you have to leave and make new tools, and so on and so forth. But, like, it brings a bit more purpose to your tasks, I guess. It feels like I have more of a purpose. But it's also, in every server has had a pit that goes all the way to maybe not every time makes it to bedrock. Sometimes the server doesn't last for me to make it to bedrock. But, you know. A pit that I keep digging for forever. And I will say, I guess the first few times I ever did the pit, I made it to bedrock because that's before the 1.18 update, so the world has gotten longer as the years goes on, so it takes a bit more effort to dig down. And I probably didn't do it by, like, exact chunks like I used to. I mean, no. I do now do it by exact chunks. I used to just pick a random square and dig down. Which maybe I need to do that again. So that way it's a smaller area and it feels better when you make it to bedrock. So you'd be like, yeah, bro, there's the pit. What do you want? Go to the pit. You're having a hard time? Take a dip in the pit, bro. It's alright. It's all alright in the pit. I'm just like, I don't know. There's part of me that feels like this would feel more achieving. I feel like I would get more out of this if I was doing it in survival. But here's the thing. Is that in the end, I would probably eventually go back to building in creative to plan out what I want to build in survival. To know what blocks I want. Because in creative, you can look at all the blocks. You have them all at once. When you're in survival, you get into like a single thought pattern where you're like, well, I have these 3 types of wood, so I'm only going to think about the stuff I can build using these wood, versus any gradients and stuff you can use if you start going crazy with, like, let's say some acacia and then red sand, for instance. I know. I think of that because I'm just like, what are bright colors? Orange. Orange and another shade of actually, I think, the same orange. Actually, because I'm curious, let me test. Are those the same? Actually, not. But pretty close. Still. I mean, I guess that's what Pinterest is for, you know? Go up there, look at a good block palette or something. I usually draw what I like for like a blueprint for the build. I do that a little bit. Vaguely. So, no, like, for Begonia recently, we're like, oh, I want to live in a wagon, all that stuff. This is actually because the server went down once or twice, and so I was over here, and I just started being like, yeah, guys. That's what needs to be done. Obviously not the same, it's just stupid little sticky note doodles. I can do better, I swear. I have books and books of stuff next to me. I can't even pick it up. Oh, its arms fell off. Okay, we're not picking it up. I had a drawing over here that had a couple, it was more like 3D because it was taped together. It's not together anymore. It's not together anymore. Actually. Ooh. Something stabbed me right in the knuckle. Okay, never mind. I don't actually have good references of buildings being drawn, if I'm honest. Buildings being drawn. I wanted to find a reasonable thing, but I don't want to sit here forever just trying to flip through a freaking notebook. Ooh, but that would be fun. To try and draw an idea and build off of it. I feel like it'd be easier to draw based off a build. I don't have imagination, okay? I need things that exist and have colors. Alright? I was about to say, I like colors. No. But someone's gonna freeze frame that and collect everything that's on that page. I'm like, oh, you want a challenge? Here, go ahead. Collect them all. Get everything you can from a thing. Don't need to show me, I believe you do. Well, too bad, because guess what? Other people might want to know. Okay. Now let's do the one thing the goal of this was to do. And that was to place blocks. Okay? We needed to place blocks today. Okay, so let's get the music back on. Oxygen by C418, the GOAT, the OG. Yes, sir. Precise. So first things first, we want to make this tower, but again, let me, just for fun, at least for your guys' sake, let me find, I had it when I started, I hunted down through these to get it, and then I scrolled away, and I lost my reference. Here's my magic, once again, it's pretty much the same tower. We're thinking here, from this angle ways, we have the entrance in the middle, which is here, you see, the two towers. We're working on this one, which is this. We'll say, I once was, on a list of things I tried to do, doing math to find out how I would do the slanted wall to go to here. Didn't. These blocks here is figuring out where the next pillar goes, which is why I had to dig out all this. This used to go out further, actually. Well, you can see because of that. I feel like I need to have an hourglass. Not an hourglass. What do you call it? The zoop? Spyglass. That's what it is. Perfecto. Okay, we're just gonna chill out on what blocks we have, and we'll get more as we go. So starting on there. No. Oh, it doesn't work like the freaking zoom mod. I can't zoom in and out, but I'll keep it on me just in case. So first things first, we want to have these at each corner, I believe. Yeah. In the areas, it's on both sides. Yeah, both sides of each front corner. That's where we want our little pillar thingies to go. The supports that lead us to the second layer. I don't think I'm going to talk the whole time. I don't know why I'm talking right now. I always go back and forth between, man, I feel bad during building streams. Because I don't talk. I just place blocks. I get locked in. And then I say that, and then I spend the entire stream only talking. But that's just how it goes, I suppose. Okay, we're going to have 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put a block there, and that'll do. Which is the reason I wanted frickin' Minecraft needs to continue. I'm sorry, I cannot talk and do counting things at the same time. I'm a one-trick pony in that regard. I mean, I can just eye the next column, I suppose. Be like, does that feel like that's near there? That feels closer like that's near there. Measure. I think so. I could have just been doing one at a time, actually. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Because I'm smart like that. Also, I cannot confirm how long the stream will be. It might be a, I get on, I finish this one tower, we go back off again. We did it, we're done. That's all we needed to do, obviously. I think these just go across. Except for in the front, I don't know what I did in the front. I think they're connected in the corners. It doesn't, okay. I got out the spyglass as a joke, but that is actually useful to have done that way. Or does it? Okay, no, they don't connect in the corners. What did I do here? Okay, I see, I see. Alrighty then. Fun, fun. Okay. So we have one of each of these, and then we're gonna have 2 stairs. We're gonna put a lodestone right there. Oh, there's so many things too. Like the fact that they upgraded the crafting recipe for lodestones. I didn't know they existed at first. And when I did knew they existed, I didn't know what their use was for. And now I know what their use is for. In case anyone ever wanted to know. Because you know how, like, the waypoints mod, maybe, you know, something like that. Well, let's say I wanted a place to get to here. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna remember the spot. Maybe I'd put it in the ground if I wanted to be, like, special about it, I guess. But basically, right-click with a compass. Okay, never mind. Okay, sorry. I was so confused. We're in creative. It made another compass. That's what just happened. So this compass is now always gonna point to that stone. No matter where I go, this is gonna point to just that stone specifically. So I thought these would be fun to use. Forget about waystones. I think this would be more fun to just have a compass that just points somewhere. And then you could just put this in an anvil, name it, and there you go. You have tons of compasses, name different things, and I don't know. Maybe that's not that interesting. And maybe I'm the only person that recently learned this. But I thought it was neat. I thought it was a fun little detail that I would love to use at some point. I mean, you need netherite for it? Not anymore. Bada bing, bada boom. 1 iron ingot. My simple mind can do that. Also, it really looks a little stupid because that's for 4, and because it's facing the same direction. You know what? It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. There's a hole in front of it, though. You know, I'll do this next one. Staring at it, and I'm like, what do I do here? Because I'm gonna want to be able to look at the difference between stuff. So this is gonna be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, these two can be that. Those two are gonna be that. Another 2 and then stair, and then it's fine. 1, 2, stair, 1, oops, 1, 2, stair. Guess it's the door. This looks very light in comparison by things like that. Brother, what is your opinion about the new update which will add more use for copper, like copper armor, copper torch? I think it's cool. I like it, especially because you can get colored torches and stuff of the sorts. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to type you. I was trying to move and forgot I had that open. Yeah, I think I would like colors. I love me more blocks. more oranges and things. I mean, hey, I wanted to work on this tree and I couldn't really. It was meant to be an orange tree in the freaking game. I mean, I guess I could use grates, but I don't want to make a tree out of grates. I don't feel like it. But then you get more chain colors, orange and blue. Okay, let's not forget our buddy boys, cyan, turquoise, blue, green. Kind of my favorite color. If you could not tell from certain things, this is where it's at, okay? This is the color, alright? The color. I like it because the torch is going to be green. Like IRL. I'm confused, but okay. If you have green fire in your house, okay. Anyways, not gonna question that. So we get this, this. And this, we're gonna get 1, 2, 3. Hopper. 1, 2, 3. Hopper. Chiseled brick. And then, of course, this goes all the way up. So we have that one, so we don't need to go all the way back behind us. We're gonna go. When you heat copper up, it's gonna be green, like the fire changes color. Ah, interesting. So I do find interesting that I know there's so many different YouTubers I watch that cover Minecraft updates and stuff, and I've seen them predict so many things by going in like, hey, Minecraft technically has the files in for the ability to do this action or that action. Like someone who predicted rideable mobs coming up in one update, because in the files they added in a thing for rideable flying mobs, which didn't exist at the time, which people then for fun coded and made it where you can ride bees for fun. But later on, we get the happy gas, which you can ride on, which is like, oh, they're testing out the mechanics for something that, well, you can't test out how riding a flyable mob works if there's no such thing as a rideable flying mob, and so on and so forth, technical jibber jabber. I find it very neat. And I remember not too long ago, like a week ago, I swear, I was watching someone who talked about how, I don't think it was more so in a code thing, but like one of the Minecraft versions. I forget if it wasn't the education one, was it? That one has a lot of stuff in it. Where they have the different colored torches, and how, I think it's with the smooth lighting and everything coming that affects it, in which they can give off different colors of light with the, like, built in-game shaders, which, that's what I'm ready for. That's what I'm waiting for the next update. I want to play with the Minecraft built-in shaders. My computer might explode. But I want to look at this world of shaders. Okay? I'm not going to download actual shaders because I'm lazy. And my computer will combust. But if it's built into Minecraft, imagine this place with shaders, fogged out, just lovely sun. Like, I know it's not the same as game shaders because they're, like, insane, but it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. We're gonna have great things coming, I tell you what. Two, 1, 2, bam! Here, 2, 1, 2. Gonna be awesome. I am thinking more. The more I think about the whole little, like, single player thing, I might make it like my original, Goblin Kingdom. The original Goblin Kingdom, which was single player-ish? It was on a server that was on, like, Eternos or something like that. It was just, like, a free server thing. Where only I played on it, if I'm honest. Well, yeah, only I played on it. but other friends could visit if they wanted to. So it's single player, but of course, you know, I'm not paying for it or nothing like that. And I thought it was an enjoyable little, situation I had going. Maybe I could do something like that. Because I figured that probably will be up to date quite easily. Corners get up to, right? Yeah, the corners. I mean, I know they would, but I was confused by the way that looks there. I don't know. Because, like, I want to convince my friends to make a vanilla server. If they do, I would thrive. I have nothing against the mods, okay? I love modded Minecraft. But I also kind of really like vanilla Minecraft. A lot of my friends would rather perish than play on a vanilla server. So I suppose. I'll just have to continue on my own. It's alright. To make these go around. But maybe I might still have a single player swords. Just for the sake of maybe it will just be this. Just be like single player, but I'm making Baldur's Gate again. Or whatever thing inspires me at the time, I think. It will force me to actually get good at the game, I think. I'll actually go to the Nether so I can get the blocks I need to build. Force myself to relearn things and whatnot. Like, I know how the game works, okay? I have every single potion recipe written down and organized and highlighted via if it's good, bad, or neutral, and so on and whatnot. I have too much time on my hands, if you could not tell. That's why I'm doing this. But... I'm sorry, I keep almost having more thoughts, and then I can't remember why I am. So yeah, I can't do it on the Begonia server, because I'm currently working on Key's thing. If I end up in a server where it's just a free-for-all build, just thing, oh, I'm going crazy. I'm gonna build every FNAF location in Minecraft Survival. I used to do that a lot as like a little kid. I used to love trying to recreate all the vents and everything like that. Surprise, surprise, who would have guessed I would find interest in something FNAF related? Couldn't imagine. I was so prepared to start grabbing stuff like, man, couldn't imagine enjoying FNAF flavored Couldn't imagine liking FNAF flavored things. Slowly takes out freaking Fizzy Faz. You like FNAF? Yeah. That's what this entire board behind me is the lore, bro. Since 2015. At least. So I got my Fizzy Faz bottles. I need to get out the good stuff. Give me a second. Like, yeah. I've done some reading. I've had some thoughts about the books. If I can get to where the sticky note is, writing and whatnot in them. Never get any good stuff. I can't. Yes, it's elementary school. This is a well-read book, I tell you what. This book has been through it. It's just for being in my backpack so much. That's what it was. I still remember back when I'm like, whoa, I'm reading the Twisted Ones, and MatPat, excuse me, sorry, and Matt hasn't even talked about it yet. I'm ahead of the game for at least one day. For at least a single 24 hours, I know more about Five Nights at Freddy's than MatPat does for a few moments in time. Which was say funny enough, because you said something into the pit earlier. I have, in fact. I know if you go to EgoJordy's... I gotta sponsor myself, I guess, eventually. YouTube, EgoJordy VODs. You can find the VOD of me playing Into the Pit. I don't remember if it's... It might not be that interesting. But, it happened. Oh, I have a whole thing I didn't get to... I'm sorry, you made me think about Five Nights at Freddy's. You opened a can of worms, alright? I'm over here thinking like, oh, I forgot to make my thing about the, whatchamacallit, about the movie. I need to make more things again. Which, another thing, if you ever, for anyone who ever finds me on Twitter, I'm so sorry. But also not sorry. About how much. About every time a new trailer comes out, I'm like, alright guys, here's a 20-thing thread. And here's the whole plot of the movie right now. I won't live down predicting the first Five Nights at Freddy's movie being... I'm not saying it is the Silver Eyes, but it's so close. There's so many comparisons. As well as like, oh, Easter eggs about Dream Theory, even the whole thing. The whole fact there's a freaking book called Dream Theory. As if it wasn't a whole thing where originally fans are that, oh, everything's just a dream, and then get retcon because they're like, oh, we don't want to do that. And the fans are going to kill us for this one. Even as things where I, as a joke, made comparisons where in the Silver Eyes, at least in the graphic novel. I have all the novels, as you saw. I pulled out the frickin' fourth closet of the Twists of the Silver Eyes, and I also had the graphic novels for all three of them. In the Silver Eyes graphic novel, I forget if they word this in the Silver Eyes because I haven't reread it in a hot second, but at least visually I can remember what I saw, is that Springtrap, at least... Oh, not Springtrap. William Afton, in the Spring Bonnie costume, just chokes people out. At least twice. He just grabs him by the neck. Was he doing the movie? Well, actually, yeah. There's a security guard. Okay, Minecraft, chill out. Grabs him by the neck and then shanks him. I made that comparison. What did he do in the movie when Vanessa went to him? He grabbed her by the neck and shanked her. It's what he does! Do you play Dead by Daylight? What does he do when he picks you up? He grabs you by the neck. So, I feel like I've lost it. But still. Okay, I can find the whimsy in whatever I want. Something as stupid as that, where I'm like, I cracked the code, fellas! No. I may not be finding useful information, but it's information nonetheless. Such a weird point of the movie, by the way. I was pleased. I don't remember how I did this. I think all the corners. Yeah, all the corners were just bam, 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 bam. Watching the movie in theaters with friends is certainly an experience. Oh. I'm sorry, I was just thinking about, like, I remember, like, MatPat came on screen, and they didn't know it was happening. I accidentally spoiled myself about it, and they're all just going, oh, and everyone in the theaters started clapping, we're like, wow, and all that stuff. It's like, oh. It's the stuff it's the stuff you live for. Stuff you live for. Like, I will admit, I ended up seeing the Minecraft movie in theater with a friend, because we had nothing better to do, and we just went, wait, that's happening right now? And then we went, oh, we can get in there, can't we? And we got in there. Oh. Bro, we left the theater in tears. Spoilers for the Minecraft movie, guys, but, oh, the freaking... I don't know why it got to us so bad. But the freaking Jennifer Coolidge going to hair, we couldn't take it, okay? We couldn't live with that. The amount of old man yaoi that has come from that movie, guys, you just, oh god. It's just, it's truly something. Maybe cringe, but we are free. Skipped school for it. Okay, not sure if I would condone that, but 1, 2, 3. Okay, the third includes this, which means this shouldn't be going out that far. So it's just by 2 then. And we'll change it as we get to it. What would be a fun thing I'm thinking about if I do eventually have a survival of this, is that either I can just do more with my teacher. By the way, he took us to the cinema. Oh! Is that a day off school then, or is that a field trip? I think you call that a field trip of sorts. But either way, man, it's just... Or skipped his own job because I'm... Fair enough. That's how it works out for y'all. Good for you. Can't... These aren't on their separate thing, are they? I guess they were. God, and I'm so excited for Saturday. Because I'm going back to the theater to see a movie. I know I've talked about it so many times. About past times I've gotten to see the Rocky Horror Picture Show. If you know, you know. Watching it in theater. And this year, watching it this Saturday, it's gonna be the 50th anniversary of that movie. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. People are gonna be losing their minds. We need more unhinged people. Okay? Which is funny, because this is so close to the last time I watched... Well, not even the movie. I watched people perform the musical, like, on stage as well. Like, a few weeks ago. Oh, it was the same day as a parade, too. So it's like, there's a mix... The poor actors are out there trying to get people in. Like, imagine this guy in, like, fishnets, tightest pants you've ever seen. Like, a crop top. That is also just fishnets. Full makeup. With like a Sharpie. Walking up to you and they're like, is this the place you're coming to? It took one look at me. I had like a party hat on and everything. And he just went, you're for us, aren't you? We know where you're trying to go. And then went up and wrote on my face. Oh. It was an experience. A lovely experience. But it's like, he's here writing slut on my face as like this woman and her 3 children are walking by. It's like, oh no. Bad time to have a parade, guys. Bad time for the firefighter parade. Right next to the Rocky Horror Theater is not a good option. Oh, that was a whole experience. I'm the one the actors broke character from. They're like, man, I'm nervous. They're gonna think we have like a burlesque going on over here or something. We're giving them the wrong ideas if they've never been here before. Now I'm going to a different theater, a movie theater. On Saturday to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show. Which I will say, there's a non-zero chance, at least fellow Americans may also see me there just anywhere in America. Because there's like a national news crew showing up to record stuff there for a show, including the Rocky Horror thing. God, imagine that. The one clip to ever exist. If I ever end up on TV for like a second, and it's me in the background at freaking Rocky Horror Picture Show with fishnets and two big old party hats on my head. Oh, that's all right with me. Where's my thingy? I don't have my thingy. Okay, never mind. I was gonna get my little party thing, like, but I don't have it. I swore I had it at easy access. Aha! Oh, there goes that. Okay, chill out. Chill out! Oh, it's broken. Okay, I broke my flower. But anyways. You go then, you say, fuck. I'm not saying a word. If someone comes up to me, I'm not saying a word. I'm gonna find out what show it is. I'm gonna have to hunt it down whenever that does come out. And I'm gonna be a freaking SCP, if anything. Okay, I'm moving this to here so it balances better. So I broke back a little bit. This needs to go like this. Haha! It has been done. Okay, we got this part. Looking good, we got the shapes going on. Bro, once some guy with cameras comes from school, I wanted to ask me some questions like that. Fair. I think I've technically been on the news once. And that was when it was like a basketball player or something came to my middle school. And so it was just for like an assembly, and so whatever local news was there recording, like, look, we're here at insert name, middle school, whatever. Yeah. Kind of put into my brain where these are so I can recreate it. It's one there. I like the noise things. This is another thing that angers me. In modded servers, because there's like major versions, or I forget what they're called, major Minecraft update versions. Current major one that majority of mods are in, so it's like most people are going to use that version of Minecraft before newer ones, because most mods are there, so if you have multiple mods, you can combine them all. Very good. Compatibility, you love to see it. There's no tough blocks. I want my chiseled tough blocks! I want it, I need it! You're not gonna give it to me. I won't forget it. Like, I know, like, Create has some, but... I would preface this, just in case. Kitty, if you're out there, okay? If you're here now, if you wake up, or if you for some reason ever go to the VOD and you watch this, have it known, I am not in any way dissing any of your servers. I'm dissing the concept of modded servers in general, because I'm sad that they aren't modern Minecraft, just because I want blocks. And that is it. And it's not even blocks I think I'm going to be using. But I still love the concept of the blocks. Okay? Because I felt like I was going at it. 5 a.m. Okay. Good night to thee, night boss. I shall continue placing my blocks. I don't think I'm gonna do the roof on this. Does this one have a roof? Sometimes we get unlucky. Sometimes there aren't roofs on them. I don't know. Do I have an image that confirms or denies if that one tower has a roof? Is it this? I just don't have an image. I remember I had a whole thing where I was waiting for Baldur's Gate itself to get its update. So that way I can take better images to use as references. Here, I'm gonna set this up for a roof, but I'm not doing the roof itself, alright? We're not doing the roof itself. Oh, I still have to do this whole thing under here. I'm gonna get these in. 1, 2, 3. Yes, okay, just 1, 2, 3 on each, and then the top one gets 2. Well, it gets 3, but I mean 2 as in, I'm gonna remember to do 3, and I'm gonna remember to add 2 that way. 2 extra. If anything, 2 extra. I will say, I got this built quicker than I thought I would, but I think it's because I already did the tower part. Which is kind of the most time-consuming bit. Why did I remove all those? I just didn't need to. Also, I'm gonna make sure I grab this for the bottom. Oh, I keep forgetting. Okay, it's just that. Oh wait, it's that and that's not the block for there. that was incorrect. Okay. Okay, gonna put that there, that there, that there. Okay then. That's fine, that doesn't look peculiar at all. Okay, and next we're gonna do this. It's a 1, and then a thing, and then 1, 2. 1, 2, and go bonk bonk. And then how the corners react. I think it is an exact pattern. Bam, 2, bam. I was gonna say, how much do I trust myself? Not enough, apparently, from doing all this. Okay. To keep switching to the right block I need at the time. It's only 2 blocks, but a part of my brain feels like I'm doing a lot right now. And I'm failing very quickly. But it's okay. I hate everything about this. I wish I did all the stairs first like this, and then I did the things. Which I can do now, but now it's too late, okay? We went too far doing it this way to switch it up now. And now it's done, so it just didn't matter. Look at that. Look how spiffing. How spiffy that is. We need to want to do that one block. Now do it all the way around. Or just that one have an opening. Because none of the corners have openings. Where it's 1, 2, blocks. Okay, some of the music keeps spooking me. Can't keep doing that to me, Mojang. I'm not awake enough for all that. Okay, just for now, I'll do all this so that way it matches on both, but I don't remember which things. Specific to what? And I guess we're gonna have some fun texturing real quick. I don't think I got good images of this tower, though. I might just not. I just don't think I want to right now. Not. Oh, I don't want to. That's. I've never just so aggressively just been a. I don't want to build. I don't want to do it. Don't make me. But it'll be okay. I'll be okay. I guess. Since it's like 10:30 p.m. This will be it. Really don't want to. That, this little spots, and maybe even around, switch spreads, and it's like that, and then ta-da! And then we put like a button or two. Time to be like, oh look, oh me, oh wow, I textured a spot. Just trust that I'll do that to the others. Call it it. No one's forcing me to do this but me, actually. Doing that so the thing doesn't actually spread out. Trying to trap it. It's the vines thing. They spread quick. They spread quick. I would just look at that side and be like, hey look, see that? Trust me that it will happen all the way around. But I just wanted to get something done. I want to do something to say that I didn't forget about this build. But I started this build tired, and I yapped for like an hour straight, and I'm still tired. As a late night stream goes, apparently. Ooh, but it feels better to actually have it done. Maybe the second wind will hit me. We'll see. There. Broken blocks around. Doesn't really matter that much. Because it just looks so much better once you have just stuff going on around it. I think the top might need some sticks too. I think the top right there. You don't really do like a lot though. There's only so much you can do because, you know, it's mostly this. So you have like 3 blocks total you can mess with there. It's kind of meh. Not sure if there's a lot I can take from this, actually. Oh, then, actually, there's, like, extra green around here. Oh, that's too much extra green. I'm just gonna do that with it. Okay, there we go. Whew. I am so tired. I might stop just soon enough to hear me yawn the whole time. Goodness. Okay. I'll put one here because I like that spot. Of course, it makes sense for this to be in the edges here. You know, I never realized how much new Minecraft background music there is. I don't mean that in a bad way at all. I find it neat. Just haven't spent enough time in new Minecraft. I'm gonna stop. You know, we'll look at that and be like, ta-da! Look, I did it. Another good angle. I try. That's what I get for trying to do this at like 10:30 at night. Normally I can go on for like a long while, but if I made this like a proper 3 hours, it would be like midnight by the time I get off. Let's go open Twitch and mute it and see if we can find out where I'm gonna send you guys away. I still had Twitter open because I was gonna announce on Twitter that I was streaming and I just didn't. That is just my bad. Okay. So do we want to go to Joe Hills or Slimesicle? I'll say Joe Hills, that's Minecraft. Going from Minecraft to Minecraft, you love to see it. I'm just gonna mute desktop then. I'm sorry, but I can't do it tonight. I can't. I'm gonna unmute Twitch, it's gonna get real loud for me. Okay, never mind. They are not loud individuals, that's fine. I don't know why I went straight to... I just don't have enough in me to do it. That's okay. Oh, and Joe's first one for me to click on. That's so good. Okay. Well then, for those who are here, if you're here live, if you're here on YouTube or wherever, good morning, good day, good good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, good tag, good abend, good Nacht, good Nacht. Go be kind to Joe. Enjoy Minecraft. He's doing Metro Mayhem on Hermitcraft, it seems. Have a good time. At a single second where I thought I muted myself instead of the game, and I was gonna be like, bro, you're just not gonna hear me. Alright. Good day.